So I was in the middle of editing, or at least trying to make a script for this new video I was going to edit. And randomly, I just had a thought in my head about Ussop. And I literally just started talking to myself about how much I hate this dude. Like, honestly, it sounds like a KKK member. I sound like a KKK member of how much I hate this nigga. I don't know why. It was completely unrelated. I was talking about UI Goku in the script, and I couldn't think of anything funny. And I just thought about this nigga, and I wanted to talk about why I fucking despise this god awful One Piece character. So, who is Ussop? Ussop is the son of Ussop. Ussop is this cold ass pirate crew member who is who is a crew member of Shanks's pirate crew, the red haired pirates or some shit. And you know, so and Ussop looks cool as hell. It looks like an actual like a street nigga. He got dreads, regular face. Keep that 40 on him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he cool as hell, even though we don't really know too much about him. And then we got his bitch ass son, Ussop. Now, Ussop, for one, design-wise, looks ugly as hell. A lot of people fuck with Usopp's design with his long nose and think it's funny. I think that shit is god-awful. This nigga got a Pinocchio nose. Nigga got a Jason Love dick on his face, and I'm not fucking with that at all. And he's just... The nigga is just a bum, right? So it's like how old was Ussop when he was first debuted? I think he was like 16 or like 17 years old. And this nigga was only friends with a bunch of like 8-year-olds, bro. It was ridiculous. And he would always tell lies about him being this super duper strong pirate warrior and taking down all these ships and blah, 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 blah. No, niggas be fake demons, bro. Because when an actual pirate pulled up, this nigga almost put his like a dick in his ass and just took it from what's the nigga name that like fixes his glasses like this and has like the claws. And I can't remember the dude's name because that was literally like within the first 100 episodes, and I'm past Wano arc, so I'm way over 1,000 episodes. And basically, anytime that Ussop, pre-time skip, Ussop sees like a op, or when he joins Luffy's crew, he gets so damn scared and he doesn't really do shit until shit affects him. Like, this nigga is like, he's like a Republican when Donald Trump's laws or like his whatever the fuck this orange ass nigga be doing in the office, whenever his rules affect Republicans are now like, oh shit, now it's time to make a difference. And that's Ussop. Ussop doesn't want to make a difference until the shit starts affecting him. You know what I'm saying? It literally has to take this man to get his ass beat to do something. And so, like I said, like every single time he sees new pirates or something, or not even pirates, just Marines or someone that just looks tough, this man is constantly scared. And it's like, I can understand, like, people hate on Nami, the crew, the Straw Hat Crew's navigator, right? They hate on Nami because she's like acting like a scaredy cat, which is like completely different, okay? Because one, Nami is like this very petite woman with some big ass titties. I don't know why, but hey, that's how Oda draws his characters. She's a very petite woman, and she's not a fighter. She doesn't want to be no brave warrior of the sea. Her goal is to draw a fucking map of the world. That is it. That's all she wants to do, right? And help Luffy become the Pirate King. She does not want no type of smoke. So it's okay for her to act violent. Same thing with Chopper. Chopper is a doctor. Chopper wants to heal people. This nigga don't want to fight people. And on top of that, without his like monster fruit or rumble fruit, Chopper's like 2'6", my nigga. So he is tiny. And yeah, Ussop is like maybe like 5'10", 5'11", and is really good with the slingshot. Like, dude's aim can literally compete with some of the world's greatest snipers. And knowing that, most of the time he doesn't use it. He just runs away. He runs away from girls. He runs away from dudes. He runs away from fucking kids. Like, literally in Dressrosa, he was running away from a kid. So pre-time skip, he's constantly scared shitless, right? And then, like I said, he'll clutch up. I'll give him his flowers when times push him to that moment. He will actually clutch up if he needs to. But then it comes to this time skip where, you know, after Marineford And Usopp now has 2 years on this island, because if you guys haven't watched One Piece, basically some dude named Kuma sent every single Straw Hat member to different islands for 2 whole years. And Usopp was on this island with some like actual strong warrior, and the whole island has a lot of food, but it also has like a bunch of crazy monsters. Like there's like giant ass spiders and plant demons or whatever the fuck, right? So it's just all this crazy shit. And in that 2 year time span, Usopp goes from looking like a fucking phone stand, like a twig, to like this jacked and ripped dude, and even like grew his hair out more. Like, dude looks tough outside of his outfit. His outfit is still god awful, but he looks tough. And when we first see him, he's literally like pointing to himself like he's that nigga looking all cool and shit. And then we get back to the regular scheduled program, where every time this nigga sees somebody, he gets his fucking balls tucked in between his asshole and he wants to run. Like, okay, back to Dressrosa, right? We go to Dressrosa. This is like 200 episodes or some shit. Crazy. Pacing is horrible in this show, but it's a great show. We go to Dressrosa, and there's this one villain who's like this like 6-year-old, 7-year-old kid, right? And basically, what is it? She like take people's souls or like freeze them or some shit. I forgot what it fucking was, right? But Usopp saw these like little people, and all these little people was hyping up Usopp's head, because Usopp does what he's good at, lying to them niggas. He's lying to them, being like, yeah, bro, I got this. I did this. I did this. I dropped a triple double on fucking God himself. I beat Satan. I got all the hoes on my blah, 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 blah. Like, this nigga's just a D1 capper, right? And then all the little people start getting kidnapped by this villain that I just mentioned. And I think they turn to stone or lose their soul. I forgot. I got to go look back at it, but it's been a fat ass minute since I actually watched it. So I apologize if I'm fucking up the story a little bit. But Usopp sees this and they're all crying out. They're crying out for Usopp, like, Usopp, help us. Like, we know you're there. We know you can help us. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. They're trying to like hype this nigga head up to get some shit. Usopp looks at all of them and takes the fuck off. And he runs. And he does that. And then he finally comes back, right? He finally comes back. And then when it's time for him to actually like do some shit, he gets his ass fucked up, right? And then the girl ends up giving back everyone's souls and shit, because Usopp makes a stupid ass face after she puts some like hot pepper in his mouth and he spits it out, because, you know, Oda, the creator of One Piece, likes to do some goofy faces and shit at the weirdest and most serious times sometimes. Yeah, so he like his tongue spits out and it's like twirled up like a fucking slinky and shit, and his eyes are popped out like he's making a goofy cartoon face, and the girl gets so scared that she passes out, and then her powers just go off. You know what I mean? I don't mean like go off like they start spazzing and going crazy and everybody's getting affected. No, I mean like that shit shuts down. Windows Explorer 80s garbage ass PC shuts down, and everybody comes back and they start praising Usopp, and it's like, dude, this nigga, he didn't really do some shit right there. He made a funny face, in, you know, emphasis on funny or quotations on funny, because that shit was, it's like, that's like a second grade level comedy. God damn, I can't talk right now. That's how mad I am. And then we, you know, fast forward into Wano arc, man, and this is like the war, right? Luffy is fighting Kaido. The Straw Hats are fighting Kaido's pirates. Law's pirates are fighting Kaido's pirates. And then on top of that, they got the Big Mom pirates they got to worry about. And then they got all these other soldiers they got to worry about. And then these samurais with the crew of Luffy to also fight Kaido's pirates. Like, it is absolute fucking chaos. And I no joke, I'm not lying to you niggas. Half of the time Luffy was fighting Kaido in that in Kaido's like mansion, and everybody is like fighting for their lives. This nigga Usopp is literally just running. He's running. And bro, I can excuse all of this if there wasn't two fucking things. For one, if he didn't say he wanted to be a strong warrior of the sea, if his goal was like, I just want to find my dad again, that sweet. Also, completely stereotypical. Holy shit. Black nigga dad left him. Yeah, Oda, you fucked us over. And then on top of that, yeah, back to the design with Usopp. They gave this nigga the Mr. Popo fat ass nigga lips. You know what I'm saying? I hate how this nigga looks. I hate how he looks. He looks like a bum. He is a bum, and he continues to be a bum. But again, so he's doing all this bullshit, this pussy nigga stuff in the Kaido arc, in the Kaido final battle and everything. And he's also like, you would think that he would become brave, because now we can go back to pre-time skip, right? Usopp fought Luffy as hard as he could. He fought Luffy. Luffy beat his ass, but he actually went toe-to-toe with his own captain over a fucking ship that was breaking down. And mind you, they were getting a new upgrade. Like, they were going to get a fully upgraded ship. And this man was crying because his girlfriend back at the house gave him that ship. Nigga, you complaining that a family wagon is getting broke down and your team about to upgrade to a goddamn, like, 4 Lamborghinis. What the hell is you crying for? Now, granted, when the Going Merry, that's the original boat that they had, when that broke down, it was pretty sad, because they gave the Going Merry like a soul in it or something, and it was communicating to the Straw Hats. So I get it. It was kind of sad, but come on, man. You're willing to fight your whole captain over it? Because everybody on the Straw Hats was saying like, yeah, bro, we got to let this ship go. Otherwise, if we take this out into the ocean, we're going to sink and fucking die. And yeah, Usopp wasn't having it. So his greatest feat and his coolest feat is fighting his own captain, regardless of him getting absolutely bodied by him. Because I respect the heart, and I wish he had that heart for every single villain that he has to fight. Now, I'm not saying you got to be this tough guy when you come face to face with the main villains. Obviously, like, if you're seeing Doflamingo, or if you see what's his name with what's the Marine name that donutted Ace, whatever his name is, or Big Mom, or Kaido, or all these other Yonkos or some shit, then you can be scared, because clearly these niggas are out of your fucking skill range. You know what I'm saying? They're out of your weight class. But when you start getting scared off of just regular soldiers, dude, come on. It happens every single time. Fishman Island. What's it called? Punk Hazard. What's it called? Wano. Water 7 / Annie's Lobby. Arlong Park. Perona or Thriller Bark. Like, dude, every single arc, it's like, what was you doing in the 2-year time span? And I know I just mentioned some arcs that was before the 2-year time span, but it's like, damn, even after that, like, bro, again, in Dressrosa, a fucking kid has you terrified, and it's not some like demon, this demonic spiritual thing that you see from Resident Evil 7. It ain't, what's her name? I can't even think of her name. I'm so goddamn mad. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The demonic girl that gave Ethan her powers and shit in Resident Evil 7. It's not her you're dealing with. This is a regular girl with some stupid ass power up. And you, again, this dude is actually skilled. Usopp actually has skill. He has observation hockey. This man is like Steph Curry from the 3-point line. If he shoots, that bitch is going in. This man does not miss a snipe whatsoever. He doesn't even need to be on the same playing floor as most of the fighters. He can literally be a mile even further away. And he just doesn't do nothing that much. Of course, he still does stuff, and he's very impactful to the story. But it's like right now, I swear to God, if Usopp was to die in like the next chapter of One Piece, I promise you, I would not give a single fuck. I would not care. And many other One Piece fans wouldn't either. Like Tony Statavici, he just had a clip put out on TikTok not too long ago. I can't remember if it was like less than a month or just like less than a week or some shit. He literally talked about the same thing where Ussop is kind of not useless to the group, but he kind of needs to change his personality and need to stop being scared, or else, yeah, he's going to become useless because that fear is going to get him killed. Unless, you know, Oda writes around it because, you know, giving him plot armor and shit. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Ussop is a bum until he does something consistently cool, or not even cool, just consistently brave and not backtracking his own character. Because it's like, dude, again, you went to this island and you trained for 2 years straight against all these monsters. You know what you're getting into with the whole becoming king of the pirate stuff with Luffy and traveling all these seas. You know what's going on, my nigga. Stop talking about you want to be a gang member and then being so scared when you getting in the streets. I hate you, nigga. Come on.